research. We spent countless hours talking to both homeowners and painting professionals to find out what they need and how we can come to market with a brush that is going to handle collectively the needs of both the homeowner and the professional painter. Here's what we found. First of all, we've got our typical homeowner special, let's call it, with a paintbrush sitting on the side of the bucket. They actually pick up the paintbrush, they dip the paintbrush in the paint, maybe aren't sure exactly how to hold a paintbrush. We see it all kinds of ways when they're painting, people doing all kinds of different things when they're holding the paintbrush. Okay, they're done painting, they take the paintbrush, they set it on the side of the bucket. They think they have it good, but then they have to walk. Well, they can't carry the actual bucket because there's a paintbrush on it and potentially it's going to knock the paintbrush off. If that doesn't knock it off, many times, and we've all been there, someone walks by or your foot kicks it and the paintbrush falls off the paintbrush or paint can, whether it's inside or outside of the paint can, putting paint where paint shouldn't be. Homeowner special. Then we went out to market and looked at our professionals and found out what they're doing. We found something totally different. First of all, they were using a slightly larger bucket, and their paintbrush wasn't sitting like this. It was actually utilizing some sort of a hook mechanism to hold their paintbrush on the side of the bucket. Okay, cool. So we said, what is this all about? Talked to the painters, they let us view and actually take some of their brushes, and here's exactly what we found. This hook is a drywall screw designed very sharply to support drywall to either wood or steel, and they screw this into their brush so they can use it for a hook. It works as a hook. As they're holding the brush, they actually have this screw resting on the thumb. There's really no way around it resting on the thumb. It's a very sharp product. Over the course of hours and days a week, their thumb was getting brutalized with blisters, there was fatigue in their hand, all kinds of problems. But you know what? They sacrificed that. And why? That's because they needed to be able to hook that paint brush onto the side of the bucket. Go home, shake it off a little bit, come to work the next day, and do what you gotta do. Then we find this other one, which is a little bit tougher to get off certain buckets. This is a thin one that has a little bit of a lip, but there's not a lot of room here in between this hook, which is like a cup hook or a C hook that they drilled and screwed into the side of their brush. Okay? Now, it does its job and provides them with a hook on this bucket, potentially catching it, having some issues. But how does it work for the homeowner who's typically using a single gallon bucket, because that's what they do. And if you look, it doesn't fully hook. Maybe you can catch a little lip of the buckets. A lot of times there's paint inside the bucket, so it is really very limited to catch, and you're gonna see this brush end up on the ground or somewhere else, causing a problem. But also, very importantly, when they're holding this brush, this hook is literally, I can't use it to support my finger. It's in the way, forcing me to hold a brush in an improper manner, which is going to give my hands some brush fatigue. It's going to cause me to be inefficient and a lot of problems. But guess what? I'm sacrificing that because I don't want the pain of the screw, because I've been through that and I know I need a hook. Okay? So what does Linear Pro do? Linear Pro takes all this information back. We designed our Linear Pro brush with the 360 ergonomic hook and handle. Quality brush. Both said they need a quality brush. How do we do that? Synthetic fiber bristle, tapered bristle at the end. The synthetic fiber is going to help you hold paint. The tapered bristle is going to give you control on your lines. We have a sealed handle to keep the paint from absorbing into the handle and making it look something like this. And we have our patented 360 ergonomic hook and handle that is going to give the painter, whether it be the homeowner painter or the professional painter, a nice balance on your thumb. It's ergonomically designed to keep your thumb feeling good. It helps the homeowner with control and proper brush holding. And most importantly, it provides the painters with a hook on their bucket, whether it be the small bucket or whether it be the large bucket. From a safety standpoint, you can carry your brush on your paint can without it falling off. You have one hand free, whether you're going up and down the ladder, whether you're going up and down the stairs, safety being a key issue. The Linear Pro brush with the 360 ergonomic hook and handle, get yours today. Linear-pro.com, linear-pro.com. Use today's promo code of MyLinear and receive 10% off of your first order and free shipping with that order. We hope to see you soon.